Hello, I'm Luke Arnold, and this is my difference between original and remake presentation. What is a remake? A remake is a motion picture based on a film that was produced in an earlier time, so we've got a couple of examples. It's also used as a newer version of the film and a television programme. I chose Halloween and the 1978 version and Rob Zombie's version, was the 2007 version. Show the differences between. In the original Halloween, it was the story of young Michael, 6-year-old, who goes and stabs his older sister and then gets taken into an institution. The Rob Zombie version, this Halloween is on the remake of the 1978 version of the film. It was written, directed and produced by Rob Zombie. This version shows a young Michael at the age of 10 already showing psychotic signs. He met as a school to bully his older sister's boyfriend, his mother's boyfriend, who bullies him, but leaving his younger sister and his mum, who is at work. Michael escapes as two guards try to rape another inmate inside Michael's cell, and Michael escapes and heads back home to murder his family, or murder his sister, so his family can be reunited in death. Financial determinants. Halloween, 1978 version, had a budget of $325,000. It grossed $47 million at box office in the States, and it grossed $70 million worldwide. The 2007 version had $15 million, grossed nearly $11 million at the box office, grossed $8 million worldwide in total. Distribution and exhibition. The rights of the original Halloween were sold to NBC in 1980 for $4 million. They had to decide which they could censor, which parts they could not censor due to it being on TV, and there was no real age restrictions on TV because you can't be ID'd at home through your TV. It first appeared in October 1981. And they made an extended edition in 2001, what was released on VHS and DVD as part of the Halloween 30th anniversary set. Genres. The genres that were made were slashers, cult films, thriller and horror. And the trends, these were the trends that were made. After Halloween came out, different types of horror slasher films came out. It was as if Halloween had started the ball rolling. These trends of the films that followed were Scream, Freddy, Jason, Saw, and many others. Cast list comparison between the cast members. So we had Dr. Sam Loomis, who was Michael's psychiatrist. In the original, it's played by Donald Pleasance, OBE. His first major role was in the film The Butch Kuma in 1954, but he was more known as James Bond's villain in You Only Live Twice. And then in the 2007 version, you had Michael McDowell, got his first major break in 1971 as the lead role in A Clockwork Orange as Alex. He's done voiceovers and other film and stage performances. His voiceovers include games for Killzone, God of War and other major platforming games. He's also known as the man who killed Captain Kirk in Star Trek. We have Laura Strode, who is the character name. It was originally played by Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis is known as the Scream Queen, as for her first few major films were of horror genres. She is also a writer for children's books and who also appears on film and TV shows now, even though she's in mid-retirement age. You have Scout Taylor Compton, who was in the 2007 version. She's majorly known purely for Halloween and Halloween the second afterwards. She has done television work and created her own debut rock album. She has done voiceovers and she classes herself as a tomboy. We've got Annie Brackett, originally played by Nancy Carles, or otherwise known as Nancy Louise Carles. She was best known for Halloween. She played Julie in Assault Precinct 13, and she starred in the original 3 Halloween films, and the only person from the original cast to be in 3 of the films. Jamie Lee Curtis had a voiceover role in the 3rd one, but you didn't actually see her, she wasn't credited for it. In the 2007 version, you had Danielle Harris, who is an actress and a director. She has been in 4 of the Halloween series. She was in Halloween 4, 5, and then she was in Halloween 4 and 5, and then she was in the 2007 remake and the Halloween 2 remake, what was done by Rob Zombie also as Annie Brackett. She was a former child actor who starred in Free Willy and was done voiceover for TV shows. Social, political and directorial issues. Many believe the film was to do with sadism, misandry, so that the audience identified with the villain. Many others have stressed that the film is critical of the immorality of youth and teenagers of the 1970s back then, where it was all about doing what you wanted to do, not listening to everyone. This is due to most of the victims being sexually active and substance abusers. That is just people's personal opinions on this. Doesn't actually make it right, it's your own personal view. The syringes between films. The location was still Hallowsville in Illinois. Michael Myers still escaped from a psychiatric hospital, both 15 years later. In the original, Michael only kills his sister, and you see it through the eyes of the mask he's wearing. When he first walks up the stairs, he has a look, walks into the house and walks upstairs. Where in the remake, you see him seeing him get a rat. He kills the rat with a scalpel, starts cutting the mouth of the rat up. And then you see him getting bullied in school. When he kills the bully, he cracks the bully's head open. And then you see him later on that night when he starts to kill his entire family apart from his little baby sister. And his mum, where his mum's not there, his mum's at work. Vertical and horizontal integrations. The original was distributed by Compass International Pictures with Falcon Films in 1978. The remake was distributed by Dimension Films, Metro Gold, Mayer, and that was distributed in USA, and Paramount Pictures in the United Kingdom. Halloween 1978 and 2007 overview. The Rob Zombie version of Halloween is a good remake compared to the remakes of other films. It goes into more detail about young Michael Myers and other characters, where the original was more about Michael breaking out and stalking Laura Strode. However, the original was more mentally frightening compared to the remake, as the remake is more visually and bloody compared to the original. With everything taken into consideration and through carefully, the original would be more likely to give you chills up your spine as you would be more physically wondering when they bring up the tempo of the music and you'll be thinking what's going to happen to this person next. Where in the 2007 version, where instead of knowing something's going to happen, but when you would literally see young Michael come out with a knife and cut the bloke's throat. In the 2007 version, it shows a more darker side of the Myers family and young Michael's mind. This is my 5-star review of them. Obviously, I gave Halloween, the fourth one, seeing Halloween 1978, seeing as it was a film what was made in 1978 for its time, I gave it 4 stars, because that's what I personally thought I believe to give it, because it was more frightening to other people, because I remember seeing this film as a child and I watched it a couple of weeks ago to really get up to all this. I still see the frightening side, where the 2007 version I gave it 3 stars is because looking at it again and again and again and just watching it, you can see it's just CGI, it's not about the original story, it's just more about young Michael Myers being an horrific child with mental capabilities, and then going more and more into detail about the characters, which I like about the 2007 version because you go into more detail, but I prefer the original because in the more terrifying point of view, the original will be more terrifying. That is my PowerPoint over the difference between the original and the remake, and I hope you enjoyed it.